So here we are with our test panel. Now Eric and me have talked about the different radiuses that are needed for this panel. So now we're trying to get a number 4 radius in the panel. We're using the urethane upper band. We're using a number 2 radius die. The pressure is looking pretty good. I don't want to cut into the band too bad, but at the same time, we might have to up our pressure to be able to get to the tail end, which will be around about 1.5 radius to 2 radius on our tail section. So he's just running it through a couple of times. So we did 12 in the center and we're doing 4s on the outside edges. So you can see that the shape of the panel is coming in. There you go, Eric, that's great. So you can see where we've got quite a bit of contour, a little bit less on the one side here. Coming around, we've got a little bit less in the center. But it's all coming together. And it's still relatively straight, but not perfectly, is it, Eric?
Not perfect, but it's still
And as
okay.
we talked about, he said, you know, the aircraft panels, they all get riveted down and they all get secured onto the subframes. We need it relatively straight and flat. And we talked about doing it in a slip roll, like I said, and he decided, no, I think really I'd like to try it in the English wheel just to see the effect and what comes out and see how it will look in the end. So let's just try that little panel on there, Eric, let's try it onto a section on the tail.
We'll just kind of lay it on here and see
Yeah.
how we're sitting.
You know, we'll kind of move it up a little bit up into this area, maybe just so you can see where we're starting to get the 12 in the center and the 4 on the sides. So we're making the big end, obviously, just as a reference, but you can see where we're starting to pull that over. It's starting to do what we want, coming into a center line. It's just a lot of pressure. This is, like I say, 2024, and it's 40 thou thick, but it's T3, so it's very resilient to wanting to bend. Got a lot of flex in it and everything, but we'll see how it goes. We might have to make this panel in this particular way out of 32 thou, and that's what this original one is, but Eric was just wondering if we could make it out of slightly thicker. So there you have it. This is the section we're making, and we'll just continue with this little test panel just to see on our contour and radius. We didn't make a full-size panel because all of the shape is basically from about here up and around. So this gives us the 4. This up in here is 12. But it's tapered, as you can see. It goes all the way back to a 1.
And about a 1.5 back here.
Yeah.
About a 1.5. This actually goes like this. This was a previously damaged piece that was brought to me.
Yeah, so that's why we got a little damage up in here coming across, and someone trimmed out the end. So, you know what, as I said to Eric, it's a great exercise panel just to see what we can achieve with the English wheel and the urethane. But this type panel would definitely be better off making it in the slip roll. But he's wanting to really dig in deep and see what it will do for other panels, other things that he's going to be shaping at home. And we were talking about the urethane band, and that's what we're into. So anyways, we'll see how it goes and see how it comes along. So far, so good. We're using the radius gauge to read all our radiuses as we come into the contours and shapes, and they'll all marry up. We'll be able to get it to sit. It's just going to take a while. As you can see, we're sitting pretty good on our 12 right through there. And then if you could just pop it on the 4 on the one side, Eric, and we'll get a little reading. And we got a 4 on that side. So it goes down from 4 into about a 3. And so the tail end is going to be 1.5. So we'll see how we do. We'll just continue with this test panel a little bit, and then we'll cut out a panel and we'll make sure we get all our radiuses correct 100%. Gonna take a while.